Think that's good?
I don't think I brought my wallet. Oops.
We're good here.
First.
You need some money?
No, I just was like using my wallet key, so I was like doing the
Gotcha.
system check. System check. check, system. And I like your wallet keys phone. You don't go nowhere without saying wallet keys phone.
Keys check.
PKW.
Yep. PKW.
Keys wallet.
PKW. That's what I always do. I'm like PKW. Phone, keys.
Yeah.
There you go. There you
Phone,
go.
keys, wallet.
Yep.
Okay, Raymond, can I be talking to the mic?
Yes. How you guys doing? I'm sorry I missed the show this weekend, but I promise that next time I will do my best to get there and sing. I want to sing like everybody else did.
Yeah, the good line of stuff, along with the booths and stuff.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. How does that sound, Anthony? Is that better?
Sounds good. Robert, can I have you talking to the mic?
Check. Remember that goes check at the thing. Check. They kept saying check because they wanted to do a mic check. They were like check. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alrighty, we're good. Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Was
In
born
3,
ready.
2, 1.
Hello, welcome back to Mortgage Talk with Robert Bulmer and Raymond Aquino.
Hi. How you guys doing? Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. Wherever you're at today.
Yes. Yeah, I'm an active loan originator, NMLS number 322918. You can contact me anytime at 760-669-7813. I work with an amazing team, hashtag Team Hartwell at FBC Mortgage, which is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 152859. I'm all over Instagram and Facebook, and Raymond is a realtor in training. Tell us about yourself. Obviously, tell us about yourself.
Yeah. So my name is Raymond Aquino. I'm a local investor up here in the high desert, along with my wife. And we buy properties to hold long term. We rent them out. And I'm in the process of getting my real estate license, my realtor's license. At the moment, I already passed 2 exams. I have 1 more to pass before I can take the state exam. I'm excited for that. I can't wait to change my profession because at this time, guys, I'm a truck driver. And I've been at my company for about 19, 20 years now. Can't keep track. And that's about it, guys. I'm just excited to change my profession and start using my brain instead of my body.
Yeah, and couple shout outs real quick before we get started. We have the Fair Housing Month coming up in April through the High Desert Association of Realtors. April 20th is going to be our event. We're going to have it here right off Hesperia Road. I will keep you posted on that. And just basically making people aware of fair housing. Any shout outs you want to give before we get started?
Well, just want to shout out Springhouse Family Restaurant here in Hesperia, California, located at 16441 Main Street. And it's a local diner, been here for ages. We just took it over in 2018, serving all the classics. And come out and join us, guys. It's a very, very good place to eat. I'm not just saying that because I'm co-owner, but
It's clean and delicious.
it's a good place to eat, guys. And, it's where everybody knows your name, guys.
Yes, it's quite a bit. You know the place, it has a train still going around it.
Absolutely, that train. I mean, everybody loves the train. The kids come in there and they follow the train around the restaurant. Of course, we keep a close eye on them, but they do love the train, and not just the kids, but the adults as well. Robert.
Yeah, everybody I talk to loves the food and loves the atmosphere. So
Thank you.
man, there's so much to talk about. We do keep it, it's called Mortgage Talk, but we're keeping it real estate, home buyers, first-time home buyers, investors. I have a couple notes of what I kind of want to get into. We just had the family expo at the fairgrounds. It was pretty cool. A lot of live, they had some live shows going. So the El Dorado Broadcasting really put on an amazing event. Doing events, having a booth, I've noticed a couple of things. I've noticed when talking to a lot of people, the baby boomer generation, a lot of them come around, and you'd be surprised how many people have their home paid off.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people with paid off homes or have a lot of equity in those homes.
And they
Absolutely.
and they're very proud of that. To say I have my pay, I don't need any mortgage loans. my response to that is, are you ever going to get anything else in your life? And do you have the cash on a fixed retirement income? Or do you have the assets to dip into when you need a new vehicle?
Yeah, everyone's scenario is different, right? And we got to ask ourselves, where do I want to be in the next 5, 10 years, depending on your situation? Now, myself as a local investor, I'm already looking 5, 10 years from now, and I'm trying to structure myself like we did 3 years ago, Robert, so I can take advantage of good deals coming up in the future within the next 5 years, right? So restructuring and taking advantage of our resources that we have now is very important, guys, especially when you have all that equity in your house, okay? So that question that you just asked, Robert, what do you want to do, right, with that money is just sitting there?
Exactly. And to speak to whether you're in a situation where you want to invest or you're retired, the thing is the home is a financial tool. It's a retirement tool. If you have a fixed income and a paid off home and you're paying multiple bills from credit cards to car loans to toys, you haven't designed your debt right, or you're not using your home to its full potential, especially when we talk about simple interest. You brought up another thing too is, and it's good to see Raymond's evolution, because the teachers become the student, because over the last 3 going on 4 years,
Right.
you know, he was at the basics.
Basics.
That we talk about.
Yes.
You know, going from the house they own to the first rental, and restructuring everything so that they can keep repeating the process. So I was listening to, I think it was either on YouTube or I was reading an article at the same time, these big university professors, because all the advice, we talked about the fear mongers, all the professionals, everybody predicting everything. I've noticed one thing. They're all having a hard time to pinpoint what's going to happen in real estate, and it all kind of goes back down to what we've been talking about and seeing firsthand, which is inventory. You know, the inventory is not, you know.
There's a lot of factors involved, Robert, right? When, depending on what you're trying to do, inventory is huge because supply and demand. If the supply is low,
Exactly.
then everything's going to be more expensive.
Exactly, and that's where I was like, because they said, "Oh, wait to buy for 6 months," but these are all from investor point of views. If in that, you know, and I was thinking, well, what about a first-time home buyer? If they wait 6 months, if prices are cheaper, why are the prices cheaper? Because chances are rates are even higher.
Yeah, we just don't know, right?
Exactly. So if that's the case, how does it, you know, maybe an investor and looking at different points of view, and we can get into that point of view where you're at. But speaking to somebody who's thinking, well, everybody says this isn't the right time to buy, 2023. Well, I kind of wrote down some pros and cons. Well, and let me know what you think. Maybe for an investor, you want to outweigh different things like you talk about, but we're talking to somebody who's, you know, been working hard, has a little savings, and they want to own the house they live in. Because maybe they do want, you know, no matter what your plan is long term, it's historically the best real asset that you can have. Because in a few years down the road, you're in a whole different position with equity, you know, depending on how rates go. So really I was talking, so I think for first-time home buyers, it goes down to the point of get while the getting's good, and do it whenever you can pull it off and afford it.
And what were those 3 qualifying factors, Robert?
Number 1, this is really what it breaks down to, so we're making everybody an expert really here real quick in 5 minutes. So it kind of goes as importance in order. It's weird, it's an order of importance when you really kind of look at what's involved. Like number 1 is your credit scores. Everybody monitors their credit, and your credit scores is 1 out of the 3. Number 2, I consider number 2 the most important, but it's how much monthly income can we prove, because that dictates everything. What your max payments could be, you know, what you're allowed to afford,
Your income, right?
your income.
Mhm.
And number three is, you know,